Hello Internet, I'm Matt Haas and this is Awesome Wood Things. Welcome to another episode of WTV, Woodworking Top Videos. I would just like to thank the July with Fritz channel for sending me this silkscreen shop towel. Isn't that cool? I really like it. Thank you. I'd also like to share a letter I got. I get a lot of feedback about the show. I'm so thrilled this has been embraced by the community and I'm able to introduce people to passionate new makers. But this letter said, you know, I was going to shut down my channel because didn't quite think it was working for me. And then you asked if my show could be featured. It was, and I got a lot of great feedback. And now I'm going to continue my channel. And it was because I was featured on WTV. And I just think that's fantastic. That's exactly what we're going for here. Love it, love it, love it. This show will have a few new segments in it, and it's jam-packed with stuff. So let's get started. We'll begin with a segment called WTF. Now, I know what you're thinking. That stands for, what the frick? It's just when something's on the internet and you scratch your head like, why? Why does this exist? But it's still awesome. This time, that goes to the Le Pic Bois channel. Pat Lapp is the host, and he did a channel trailer that's a 360-degree, it has a 360-degree technology in it, and it's him going around his shop. It's very strange. There's multiple versions of him. He's phasing in and out, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But, you know, it's the channel trailer. Who does that? First, he's using, you know, some pretty front-end technology on a channel trailer. And, you know, if you're a YouTube maker, you know, there's the Creator Academy, and they kind of tell you what the channel trailer is supposed to be. It's supposed to introduce your channel, get to the point quickly, you know, have a call to action for them to subscribe, and there's a bunch of do's and don'ts that you're supposed to, and this is just complete opposite. Why? Why does this exist? You have to check it out, Pat. Okay, here's another new segment. It's called What's Up with Awesome Wood Things. I also do maker build videos on this channel, and lately some people have been going, hey Matt, you should post your own stuff on WTV. So I took their advice, and I'll just quickly talk about some things that are going on. I recently published a video called Cub Scout Arrow of Light Awards, and I made these plaques, 3/4 inch thick walnut, used almost every tool in my shop. It was so much fun. Go check that out. Also, I was on a 1-year anniversary celebration hangout for the Jake of All Trades channel. Braxton Worthland was there, Donnie Carter was there. It was a lot of fun. We go into some of the reasons why we started doing what we're doing and some of our goals. Go check it out, a lot of fun. Playlist is in the description of those videos and everything mentioned here. Before we get into the clip part of the show, I like to have a quick hits segment. That's where I just quickly talk about some videos. Everything's in the playlist. These were channels that were either on the show recently, or I couldn't get permission in time, or there were timing issues with the making of the show. For whatever reason, they land here. Okay, first up, JimmyDiresta. He did a 100 uses for the ice pick, and it is so much fun. They do some really crazy things. Also, RetroWeld built a knife out of a railroad spike, and it was completely awesome. The ShavingWood Workshop, this is where the host Tommy, he featured a whole bunch of his projects, and they are family heirloom style projects. He is such a fine craftsman. You have to go check that out. Dan the Maker Man built some wall art, and it was of Spider-Man. Huge! This thing was enormous. Steve Carmichael built a very sturdy shop stool, and it had silkscreen on the top of it. Very cool. And Make It Extreme built some plyo boxes out of wood and metal. So cool. Then Brant made some chocolate chip cookies with a checkerboard pattern, and it was very similar to making an end grain cutting board, I have to tell you. Again, lots of fun here on this show. And finally, Steve Garrison made a video on how to make a dodecahedron the easy way, and I love those types of videos. All right, so those were the quick hits, and now on to the clip part of the show. This next maker is an up-and-comer. That's when a YouTube channel has very few subscribers but should have a lot more because they're awesome. It is the person who's always to blame, Andy Birkey. Church doors get a makeover with Gothic arched glass. Check this out. I asked about the length of that jigsaw blade, and he said it was the biggest one he could find. That was a thick door. It turned out great. Okay, coming in, number 7, it's the Woodworking Junkie. Not a real junkie. I love that slogan. The video is how to build the easiest mallet possible. Perfect for beginners. This is wonderful. There's been a lot of mallet videos out there, so this one made the cut, and I like easy. Here you go.
I start by cutting my cherry to about 3.5-inch strips. One side was already nice and flat, so I just put the other side through the jointer to true it up. From here we can start assembly. I coat the bottom side evenly with glue and just place the handle in the center. You don't have to be perfect exact in measuring here. Just once you put your two side pieces in and clamp it together, as long as the top and bottom are perfectly flush, you know it's going to be more than square enough. And then I used boiled linseed oil, I believe. That's my favorite kind of finish on any hardwood, really.
That was easy, and great mallet. Okay, coming in, number 6, wooden stuff with Steve French. DIY wooden fish decor. Check this out. Those were some great looking fish, very colorful, and I like how it wasn't one flat piece of wood. There was some depth to it. Good stuff. Okay, coming in, number 5, Perez Workshop Curly Cherry Bandsaw Box. Check this out. That was a great looking bandsaw box. I loved it. Coming in, number 4, my Garage Workshop corner braces. This is a bit crazy. Check this out. Those corner braces were awesome. I don't think I've seen that done before. So good. Okay, number 3, Mike Fulton karaoke machine, guitar amp and PA system. Check this out.
I'm going to glue up the box using the Bessie clamp for the corners, and I'm using the original feet that came off the original amplifier. The 1/4 inch hole that I drilled into the knob before fit onto this temporary mounting plate. Now the microphone input and the microphone itself. And let's rock. All right, the project's done. It turned out really well. I am very pleased with this project. It's probably one of my favorite projects to date.
What a great looking karaoke machine. Wow, so nice. Coming in, number 2, BearKat Wood shop remodel finally, the Workbench. This is incredible. Check it out.
You know what this thing is? It's an important part of my workbench. Stay tuned and find out why. The legs have a barley twist into them. I think this is the first bench I've ever seen with any kind of decorative turning in the legs. And usually benches are just have a square, bulky base. Where's the fun in that? I had to have some fun with it. I used that same leather and tacked it onto a piece of thick maple and put an indexing pin in here that I can put into the wagon vise. And that keeps it from wiggling around laterally. Working on it and hold it out there like that, so it can hold the chairs upside down, or flip it around any way I want to work on it.
That has got to be one of the most awesome workbenches I have ever seen in my entire life. Oh, wow. Okay, number 1, Jerry's Machines shop air cleaner build. I know it doesn't sound awesome, but I guarantee, or double your money back, it's awesome. Check it out.
This thing pulls air from 3 sides. All 3 sides, same amount of pressure.
I know this design that I came up with is a lot of extra work, but after all, we are woodworkers, aren't we? Isn't this what we're supposed to do? We have taken a lot of skill and craftsmanship out of things by being too quick to nail and screw something together, especially when it's for ourselves. I'm just as guilty of it myself. I wanted to put a little more thought and craftsmanship into this and add some quality back to it. A lot of extra work for an air cleaner? Maybe, but I don't intend for it to be something I have to remake in a couple of years because screw failure or glue failure or because the plywood is sagging and starting to look unsafe hanging there. I intend for this to hang there and work every day for a long, long time.
Just think about the things you said. They're like the sound of a waterfall. Something you should know. In front of you is not that girl you see. So when you said she made you happy, when she left you came running to me. Not like to think there was a reason.
That was truly awesome. And the joinery, for something to be used in a shop, all that effort, wow. Awesome through and through. I really, really liked it. Okay, folks, that wraps up another WTV. If I missed a video or you have a suggestion for a video to be featured, hit me up on social media. If you want your sticker on the rotating big board, send it on in. July with Fritz, thanks for the silkscreen shop towel. I really appreciate it. Remember, share the show around. It really helps me out. Thanks, Internet. A buddy of mine, I met some makers over the weekend, and this quote was so perfect describing Pat. He says, he always delivers. And I think that is so succinct and so true. Nothing he publishes, either on the Facebook groups or on his channel, nothing is bad. It's all good, and it is the most unique stuff you've ever seen. Why? All right, let's get on with the show.